Well, let's get this going. There it is, part 5. Yep, that's the one. All right, let's do audio check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do. The audio seems to be fine. All right, guys. Yeah, welcome back. Otaku Ops here. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, I seem to have entered the Twilight Zone since like about 2 weeks ago. It's just like very, very strange things happening, extremely strange things, just completely out of the blue. That's why I'm saying it's like I just entered the Twilight Zone because that happens out of the blue as well. Yeah, very strange things happening here. Can't go into detail, but well, one thing I can go into detail. So I'm trying to find a couple of actors for this is for like next year, and I'm getting like the same nonsense as usual. So the problem is like being in Japan, the options to find people are actually very, very limited. Now, maybe like 6, 7, 8 years ago, it's been a while already. Uh, Back in those days, Craigslist was somewhat booming, somewhat booming. It wasn't like great. There was still a lot of, there's always a lot of scammers on Craigslist. So do be careful, definitely, for sure. Um, However, like I noticed that, yeah, something happened to Craigslist about 6 years ago, I guess. Maybe they started to regulate it much more, but definitely something happened to it for sure. And the number of just applicants dropped like dramatically. The few applications that you do get from time to time are extremely suspicious. Um, well, obviously, unless you pay somebody and you lose your money, you can't really call it a scam. However, like it just feels scammy. Like something is not right about these people. One reason I know this is because, like in my post, I specifically ask for certain details, and these details are not provided in the answer, which is very odd. I mean, I know that some people are lazy and whatnot, but especially if it comes from somebody who claims to have experience and they don't write any details in their application, that is very suspicious. Like I seriously doubt that this is a legit person. And so the other thing that happens later is that if you do reply, let's say to those mails, it's very common to not get a reply back, like ever. It's not, I don't know why. Maybe the mail goes into spam and people like auto delete spam or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, the number of replies is just not great at all. Um, and obviously, like it must be said that a lot of people here, locals, I would say, are scared to approach kind of English projects because of like language barriers, etc. So the only way to get those people, I guess, is you need to maybe post in Japanese or something and hope for the best. But the thing is, like, I really doubt that Japanese people visit Craigslist a lot. It's just, it, it's just not like a popular thing here. But apart from that, though, I'm just not really aware of any other places where I could look. So that's a big problem. Like the language here is a big issue. I remember like when I was in Canada, well, at the time, there was a website called mandy.com. I think it's still up actually now, but they did change it dramatically. Well, back then it was great. Back then it was really good. You could post your casting call and you'd get like, I don't know, 30, 40 applications easy, at least. Well, it depends on the project, but if it's like a decent project, you'd get like a fair amount of applications. Now, some people apply all the time. I sometimes recognize, like, from the name, it's always the same people. They just apply for everything in bulk. And then like Mandy changed the requirements. I think now they only allow actual companies to post. So if you're like an individual like me, you can't do it anymore. And anyway, it's limited to Canada and the US mostly, so it's useless here. But I'm just saying, like in general, and I understand like why they did that. I mean, it's like security issues and stuff like that. Um, but I mean, they could just have two sections to the website, like one for professionals and one for individuals. You know, what's the issue really? I don't know. Maybe something happened. Maybe they got sued, or maybe they got threatened to get sued, and they're like, okay, all right, we're done here. We're gonna just switch to this kind of company mode only. Uh, but yeah, I think even on YouTube, etc., um, pretty much everything by these big companies. Well, Mandy is not a big company, but I'm just saying, like in general, everything is done by these type of companies to screw the small filmmaker, to limit contacts, to eliminate this possibility of contacting people. Everything that they can do to limit people like me, they do. So, I mean, I don't know what to do. Um, I really don't know. But anyway, I'll try to figure something out. Luckily, this project is still very far away. So there is a lot of time, but it is just very, very frustrating that, yeah, I mean, it's just so limited here. It is really, really incredible. And not also like the other thing that people forget here is that if you look at the number of foreigners here in Japan, I mean, and I'm gonna exclude here Asians, okay? So I'm not gonna count like Chinese and Koreans because, to be honest with you, these countries don't help me much either because a lot of Chinese don't know English either. A lot of well, Korea is a bit better, but I don't know like how many Koreans there are in Japan. But apart from them, though, like there's not a lot of Americans here, and also even if there are, I mean, the ones who are here, obviously, like not all of them are actors, or not all of them want to be acting. So it's a tiny, tiny percentage we're talking about. So yeah, trying to get people here, very, very difficult. But we'll see how it goes. It is possible technically to do it with AI, but this is something that I'll kind of consider as a last option. I mean, it's doable, but it's it's obviously not perfect. It has its quirks, let's say. So yep, but we'll see how it goes. And also, like it's a bit more expensive actually. I would say AI. It's not cheap. I mean, yeah, I know you can get these kind of like cheap websites or relatively cheap AI like video websites, but usually a lot of them are crap. So the ones that are decent, they cost quite a bit. So if you kind of add all of it up, it's actually more expensive than getting people. I mean, it depends how much you pay, obviously, but still, you get what I'm saying. All right, guys, let's jump into the game. So, Opus, Echo of Starsong today is part 5. I'm gonna disappear here. You don't need to see me. All right, gonna just very quickly do a recording test. It's about 10 seconds long, just to make sure that OBS is ready to go. Because sometimes it's not. All right, it seems to be good. All right, let's go. Then let's go. There's just one little thing here. Hold on one moment. Oh, I see. I think I need to actually click on that one. There we go. Now it's good. All right. By the way, while it's loading, just want to remind everybody to please go have a look at the links in the description. There's a lot of really cool stuff down there, so go and have a look. I'm gonna go from the autosave as usual. Need to skip this part. Yeah, I don't remember like actually where I finished exactly, so just give me a moment here to... Oh, I'm here. I see. Interesting. Did I actually get that thing or not? I'm not so sure. What is it called? Scripture. Dark Excidium. Where would that be, though? Not that one. Maybe here? No, I don't think I got that one. Oh, maybe here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did get it. Yep, yeah. Oh, yes, I do remember that. Yes. I do remember that. Okay. Good. All right. Ooh, okay. So we're gonna go from here then. We're gonna start here. Yo guys, Otaku here. Welcome back to another video. This is Opus Echo of Starsong, part 5 today. I'm at the recycling station, Trash Mountain, which is a bit interesting. Because, I don't know. Anyway, it's just interesting. Because there are like actual trash mountains in the world, like right now. There's like a big one in... near Jakarta, I know that. But there's others, unfortunately. I'm sure like in India there are some as well. Because, you know, they don't have any capability to process or like recycle anything. So, yeah. Anyway, this one is like in space, so it's interesting. If it's open, the trash is just gonna fly off, right? So, anyway, I'm here, and we're gonna start with an annoying thing right away, because it's gonna start with a role I have to get, and you know the drill. Like, if I don't get it, I have to close the game immediately and reopen it again. So we'll see how it goes, but basically, yeah, you start with here, recycling deck, and we'll see how it goes, I guess. Recycling dock, sorry, I don't know why I said deck. That doesn't make any sense. Endless rows of dismantled lumen-seeking vessels and other military ships could be seen at the dock. This was the center of activity during the war, with decades worth of ship parts piling up here. So much material gathered that Trash Mountain was always looking for workers. You're from out of town, aren't you? It's people like you that started the war. Don't really want to get involved with you. Ah, screw it. There's too many ships that need to be disassembled. You can start working whenever. So, as you can see, like, it's not easy. Like, getting 5 is not so easy. Oh, that worked. Nice. Get some coins and scrap metal parts. Ooh, that's a new one, actually. Okay, so that counts as a memory. 66. Good. Just one moment. Let me read up here. Okay, I think this is fine. This is just a shop. The first branch of the famous recycling station, Trash Mountain. Legend has it that Trash Mountain will strip down any ship into spare parts to be recycled and converted to credits. Naturally, this was the first place that came to mind when people were looking for rare parts. You the crew Lamar was talking about? This is a military device made specifically for witches, kid. You working for them? Better watch out when you're dealing with witches. You get on the wrong side and they'll eat your soul. And you just get the vocalizer for free, which is kind of interesting, right? Okay. And this is another memory. That's a fine looking ship you have there. Anything you want to scrap? No, but I can sell stuff. So let's see here. I get like a lot of items here, but I'm not sure if I can sell them because I just don't know. You never know what you need, so it's tricky here. But I can definitely sell a couple of coins. I think that one I can sell. Let's see here, what else we got? This one, okay. Oh, this one I got a lot of it. This one, okay. This one is quite good money, actually. Sure. I hope I'm doing the right thing. You never know what you need, that's the problem. Well, obviously I need fuel. So yeah, give me fuel. Unfortunately, yeah, I do need plates as well. Kits. Okay. Perfect. What else we got here? Well, I think you need to get this one. Yes, this one you need to get. And it also counts as a memory. This is number 68. Okay. That one, where is it? Oh, this one. Okay. Gonna have to sell some more stuff. This is another memory, 69. I think you can buy these as well, but the thing is, you will find them later, so I'm not sure, like there's not a lot of money still, so maybe just don't do it at the moment. Alright, so that's pretty much it, huh? Alright, let's see here. I see. Okay, I think we're supposed to go to the navigator. Seems like Lamar may actually be a good guy. Peakers, merchants, there is no good or bad. Thank you, Ada. I'm forever in your debt. I guess that wraps it up for you, June. So what's next? You want to consider... Don't invite him, Eddie. We don't want to put him in further debt. I've made my decision. I apologize for not being able to respond to your generosity sooner, but now that my matter has been settled... Miriam Everlasting. If I may, I wish to keep working on this ship. Please get up first. I know this is too much of me to ask, but please, I will devote myself completely to serve as your runner. No way, you stay here in Trash Mountain. Of course, you helped us too. Is there anything else? Hey! In addition, I wish to be given a portion of the mining rights for any caves we find. For countless generations, Lumen excavation was the lifeblood of my clan. But because of me, our caves were taken from us, leaving only a few. I know I have no wealth, no ship, or even experience, but I promise Kai that I will one day return to East Ocean with newly discovered caves and offer them to the Emperor, so that I may restore honor and prosperity to my clan. Who cares about your stupid clan? Please get up. We only kneel when someone passes away here. I'm an Oceaner. I wish that you may grant me this request. How do you want to split it? And here, you're supposed to pick this one. I'm in your debt and in no position to make a decision. It is up to you. Well, it doesn't really matter to me. Now, please do get up. 1/1,000,000th should be fair for you. Remy, we finally have a runner. From now on, June will be a member of our vessel crew. No way! Okay, you get an ID card, which counts as a memory. Wait. Oh, there we go. I was like reading there's a couple of mails, but I didn't see them, so. Okay. And you get some new intel, which is another memory. Going up fast today, to 71 already. Okay. Oh, it's not that far, actually. Okay. Alright, so first one we need to find the Orbit 1 Sentry Station. I'm not sure which one that is. Oh, that's the one. Okay, can I scan this one? What is this one? I see. That's a shame. Okay, alright, well, let's start with that one. Yeah, it's just a destroyed debris station. Debris, pretty much. Okay. Should get some fuel here. Yep. Mining reactor. That's interesting. That's a new one. I need to do more to help out. The Soul United Mining Sentry Station traps some spare parts lying around. Huh? Is someone here? Brother, you don't look like you're from the Relief Foundation. If you're here to scavenge, don't mess with the spirits of our fallen warriors. It's the people responsible for gathering the remains of soldiers from the battlefields of war. Interesting. Let me see here. Okay. Alrighty. 6 coins. that's maybe all for that place. Alright, let's go to the next one. Which is another sentry station. Do you need to go there actually? I'm not so sure. Well, yeah, actually you do. But this one is annoying. This one is a bit annoying, to be honest. Incoming solar flare from Star Ignis arriving in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's why I said this is annoying as hell. Eddie, Ignis is gonna blow. What do we do? The solar flare will paralyze the electrical equipment and cause the Lumium engine to malfunction. I think no matter what you pick here, it doesn't really matter. It's the same outcome, actually. Yep. Ada, can you hear me? Weird. What's with the interference? Gorillas of the Peaks, did you think you'd won? How about sticking around the sentry station with us? Initiating automatic spaceship interceptor? Crap, this must be some auto defense system from the war. Red Chamber is gonna get attacked. I've gotta do something. Ooh, okay. Okay. They advise you to choose this one, so... And then you get a record. Which is another memory, of course. Looks like we have enough materials to upgrade the ship. Yep, I think this is for the capacity of the fuel. It is. And of course, they're very kind to refill it for you. Okay, well that's good. Now we can travel further than before. Alrighty. It's another memory.
2個流明の分析完了。音源発生地まで案内します。
Okay, I'm fairly sure this is the next location. Just let me confirm that. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's go. Prepare for landing. Are you ready, June? It's very likely that the intel has already passed through many hands, so our mission is simple. Determine whether the cave has been excavated, and don't worry if it is. Try to sample the luminite. If the Starsong is clean, then the mining rights should still have some value. Yes, Captain. Captain, he says. Just call me Ada. Ada, is there anything else you need? I wish to make myself useful. Ada? Aren't you concerned about her? Nothing. That's all we need. I really wanted to help Ada any way I could. She had no idea how much making me a member of the crew meant to me. At the time, I had nothing. This is a pretty small one, apparently.
順調に上陸した。
犯罪組織の痕跡がないか注意して。今回は信頼と実績のマダラからの情報だから安全だと思うけど。あいつマジ嫌い。
Right. Okay, so we're supposed to go to some gate that is closed. Could be actually this one. Okay. And then what? There we go. Okay, just one sec. There's gonna be some kind of mural in the background. Is it that one? I guess it's this one, yeah. This counts as a memory. 75. B. Going until some stairs left. Auxiliary gate. Uh-huh. You're right. Okay. Not sure.
人が来た形跡はないな。これはチャンスかも。もしまだ誰も見つけていない龍脈の音源を探せたら。
Okay. Okay. Nope, it's not this way, I think. Hold on a sec. Here. That's a new one. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Hold on a second. Okay, I see. But is it from here? Yeah. There we go. Okay, there's more plants here. This is still off, actually. I think there might be another one. I'm not sure, though. Yep, there is. There we go. Alright, well, here we go. Sesame. Just one moment, guys. I'm waiting for the stupid air conditioner to, or heater now, to stop making noise. Okay, there we go. That's good. So this one is fine. Let's skip to that one. There's going to be another plant in there anyway. Alright, let's go have a look.
Kurai.
There's the plant, by the way.
なんてこった。ここも採掘され尽くしているのか。諦めるな。
Let's get the plant first. Direct with the big mural. With the big mural? You mean that one? Okay, as usual, it's some kind of alien language which we can't read.
今見えたものはなぜ急に力のエネルギーが。
It counts as a memory though, so definitely get it. And then you go down. From here, let's see here. Okay, so first you go left. Okay, that's just a bit of alcohol. Continue to illuminate pool. Okay, there's another one here. Nice. What is this thing? I see. Okay. In the foreground a bit. Okay. Alright. Wait, was there like an interaction here? Yeah.
小惑星の外側から無理やり開けられたような爆破跡だな。はい。
Hmm. Okay. It must be this one here. There we go. Don't forget to get it. I think there's one more. Yep. They actually make decent money. And we end up
利
here.
水が汚れてる。これじゃ何の価値もないな。三階人が残していった冥界城か。英界のとは随分違うんだな。
本日をもって李幕第四大使を飛び家継承順位筆頭とする贈呈宇宙船大魚贈呈冥界城家中贈呈英界島千里。
僕はついに。
あいつか、第八側室の。何をしたらこんな番狂わせが。
静粛に。
みんな何を言ってるんだろ
第三第四大使の鉱脈をかすめ取ったって？無能そうな顔して。
当主に尻尾を振り続けた結果だな。
う。でもどうして僕なんかが。
皆近くへ。
ただの儀式ですぞ。大丈夫。
僕
名実ともに若ですな。全ての人を守るといった誓いをお忘れなく。
どうして兄様たちではなく僕が。
直属護衛のブランは退席を。
私だって若を選びましたよ。一族皆を守ると言ったのは、今目の前に守るべき家族が勢ぞろいしてますぞ。
僕は
当主になった際には私に酒の醸造が可能な土地をお与えください。それまでは私がいじめられないように守ってくださいよ。
そもそも誰にも負けないだろ
直属護衛カイト・ブラン、直ちに退席を。
私は下がります。さあ当主のところへ。
李幕壇上へ。
我李幕は栄海に誓う。飛び家に一生を捧げ、決して離れず決して諦めぬことを。
心せよ。愛憎かかわらず飛び家の民すべてがお主の家族であり盾であり剣でもある。
対一の加護。我は一族の盾となり、魂は一族の剣となる。我が指は龍脈を指し、我が手は天地をかける音を紡がん。すべては一族のために。
親兄弟がぶっ殺しに来るなんて聞いたことねえぞ。
Exactly, exactly. That's a great point.
李幕、大丈夫？よかった。利水に入っちゃったの？
ごめん、いつの間にかクラッと来てしまって。
謝らないで。持ちつ持たれつよ。
本当に龍脈に降りただけでさ、役に立たないよな。
周囲の発酵植物は無制業って言ってね。万道信者はよくこれを吸うの。葉脈には力官能増強成分が含まれているから、倒れても仕方がないってわけ。
そういうことだったのか。ごめん、官能力が強まるってどんな感じになるの？
もっと身近に龍脈が感じられて、力に包まれるような感じ。もしあなたも力を感じてその意識の海に落ちれば、自分の思念を異なる時空間につなげられる。会いたい人の声が聞けて姿が見えるの。
通りで。
でも残ってるのは枝だけね。花は枯れてしまってる。
そうなのか。
もう一度咲かせてみるよ。
ん？
神話ではチボが歌うだけで惑星中の花が満開になったそうよ。私じゃ全然ダメね。喉の傷が原因かもしれないけど。
宇宙層の時の歌だ。
うん。 これは巫女の塔の惜別の歌。万物は流転し、万事は回帰する。
へえ。
大丈夫。
うん。結構良くなった。
それについてじゃなくて。誰であろうと、亡くなった魂は源である太陽に帰り、力となって光の海に消えるのよ。力があれば、人はつながれる。力には、過去から現在に至るまでの思念が含まれているから。
ごめん。ちょっと話が難しいな。
彼を思う気持ちがあるなら、流脈を探し続けるべきね。そうすれば、いつか会える。あなたの心の中でも。
カイド、もう太陽に戻ったかな。
着いたでしょうね。
エイダ、僕は大丈夫。
分かってるわ。行きましょう。立てる？手を貸そうか？
ありがとう、船長。
エイダ。
ありがとう、エイダ。もう大丈夫だからね。
Okay, some kind of weird message. SOS signal. Okay, why am I stuck? There we go.
Sensei, マジで頭がコンクリート。私に黙って申請したの？まあどうせ許可されないけど。お姉様これからどうする？お姉様？ラッセル先生はずっと面倒を見てくれてるんだし、もう一度話してみましょう。でも以前先生にもらった鬼国の座標はもう変わってる。航路で近くを飛んでみたら鬼国の信号も補足できるかも。
We can do that. Okay, so he's like in jail basically right now. Yeah, I do have to say, like, the graphics and the music are very good, but there's a couple of things here later on, graphically, which are not great. But obviously, you know, I need to get there first. Then I can show you what I mean. Alright, so... we need to... okay... Okay, alright, got it. So the first one maybe is this one. I don't know what this is though. Let's have a look. Yeah, slums. This one is a bit tough, but let's see. It's one of those dice roll again, so... We're getting signals from a refugee ship. This airspace is near Guifang, so it's full of drifting satellites and refugee camps. I think we should ignore them. Please, you have to help us. They discovered we're followers of Myria Terra, so they kicked us out of the slums. We've been drifting for 4 days and we're almost out of food. Please help. It's only because witches worship Myria Terra that her followers get hassled around here. It must be so hard for them to get by. Okay. Well, it's maybe doable, but 6 is not so low. Probably gonna fail though. Let's see. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo this one. It's no big deal really, just reload very quickly. Alrighty. Oh, god damn it. Okay, we can skip this because we already saw it. Alright. Alright, let's try again. Okie dokie. Did it pass then? Yes, oh wow, got 12 points. Nice, nice. Well, that's obviously a memory that you need, so 78. Now it will save. Good. Okay. After the Lumen War, many small-scale satellites took in a great number of survivors as basic facilities broke down. Living conditions deteriorated rapidly, eventually turning the satellites into slums. Most of them cursed the conflict of the past and prayed to the blessings of Igneous. June, let's go. These people have rough lives. There's no way we'll get any Lumen intel here. Hey there, I really want to do something to help the crew. Let me at least try. Young traveler, you don't look like you're from around here. From where do you come, noble? So you're looking for intel? Pray tell, have you heard the story of Ignis? Our lives are tough, but Ignis's light and blessings take much of the suffering away. Alright, supposed to pick that one. And you get another memory, which is number 79. I think that's it from this place. There's another one here, very close. That's the one, I think. Sure, okay. Only after visiting was it evident that almost all of Thousand Peaks' bionic prostheses came from this factory. They operate in a gray zone between the black market and official channels, sending crate after crate of finished product out of their asteroid belt on cargo ships. Lumen intel. If I knew, I wouldn't be working here. But I do have a lot of excavation arms that need to be shipped. You a trading vessel crew? Tell you what, you take this to Guifang and I'll pay you nicely for it. We'll be going back at some point. Should we do it? Yep. Indeed. And this is another memory, number 80. That's it for this place, though. What is this one here? That's why I can't access it. See. And this is Guifang, obviously. I see. Well, there's gonna be another dice roll here which we need to pass. May I ask you something, Captain? Ada. Yes, Ada. As you know, I was born to a family who sought our caves for a living, and I've seen many runners who are willing to do anything for Lumen. But none of them are like you, and I'm very grateful for that. You're wondering why someone who snatched your intel would be willing to share it now, right? Sorry, I can't help but wonder. Well, you're saving us a lot of effort by doing the exploration for us. Besides, my throat wouldn't allow me to open gates, so why not? But it's a fair deal. But why would you be searching for caves if you're not concerned with your share? As a member of the crew, I wish to know what I can do for you. Tsk, get out of my way. You're bumping into me. I was just standing here. Don't you try to get close to Eddie.
紅先生にぶつかった。ああ、殺される。
お前は第5層の所属ではない。なぜここに来ている？
私は友達に会いに勝手に来たんだよ、紅先生。
あの子嘘つきなんだよ。自分は巫女になるってずっと言ってるけど、第5層から追い出されて。先生何か罰を与えてよ。番号しかない名なしのくせに。
黙りなさい。巫女の塔もこのありさまか。こんな子供まで戦場に。小娘、立ち去りなさい。第4層の者が第5層へ来るということがどういうことか分かっているのか？
私は
喉が悪いか。確かにこれでは。
巫女になれる。
そうか、ならない方がいい。戦場に行く羽目になるぞ。
巫女になる。
お前では無理だ。
なれるんだよ。
不可能だ。龍脈大戦で死した巫女、そして巫女の塔長老院の私が言うのだ。間違いない。
なれる
もん。もう一度言う。今巫女になるということは戦いに行くこと、生体レーダーになることを意味する。
みんなに追いつきたいの。ただそれだけなの。
追いつきたいだけ。その先のことは何もわからないのに。お前まともじゃないな。死にたいのか。なぜ第5層にこだわる？
友達に会いたい。
友達がいるから行く。お前には自分の考えというものがないのか？
みんな第5層にいるよ。だから私も行かなきゃ。
喉が壊れているのに上がれるわけがないだろう。本心はただ友達に捨てられるのが怖いだけだ。そうだろう、嘘つき。
嘘つきなんかじゃない。
なら巫女になりたい理由を言え。いいか、自分を理解することこそ巫女になる唯一の方法だ。
私でも喉が。
泣くな。戦争で喉を痛めた多くの人々はお前よりはるかにひどい状態なのだから。自分がわからないなら私についてきなさい。歌い方のいろはを教えてやろう。返事は紅が話しているんだぞ。はい。よし、次は半標準年後だ。お前の様子を見にまた来る。その時私と共に来なさい。そしていつの日か本物の巫女に育ててやる。
あなたと同じよ。龍脈を探しているの。
Okie dokie. It's some kind of weird signal. Like a freight container. A booby trap. Okay. Well, that's the thing. Here, if I fail, I have to rewatch that sequence. It better not fail. Nope, didn't work. Plus it damages your ship, I guess. Yep. Well, screw that. I'm not sticking with that choice. There's only 3 points of difference and it never seems to catch on. It's really annoying. It's probably gonna be the last thing I do today. It's getting a bit late, but I just want to get this item. I can skip this at least. Okay, so it's gonna go into that memory.
お前、黙れ、巫女。
I'm gonna skip this and I'm just gonna edit it later back into the choice if it's successful or not. Well, successful. I don't care about the failures, really.
死になぜとも喉本心そうならいいか泣く自分返事くれよしその
あなたと同じ。
Right, getting closer. There we go. Let's try again. Well, I think this worked. Yep, you get 2 exploration kits, which saves you 200 coins or $200. It's still so weird that they chose like the dollar symbol. But yeah, you get the new one, Lumen Seeds. You get 4 of them, that's nice. And we get to Guifang again. We've been here before, but it's just re-encoded, I think. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop here for today. Kinda, I don't know, it's just like a lot of memories, right? We got what, at least 20 today, which is pretty good. So I'm at 80 right now, which means that it's basically like a third of the game, because you know, you can figure it out by the number of memories. So yeah, love the graphics, love the music. I do love this game. I mean, this is a great game. Like I said, there are some parts of graphics which are not great, but we're not there yet. I'll point it out when we arrive to those locations, but it's mostly like the planets. I just wish they were a bit better. They look very, very cartoony from what I remember, which is a bit odd. But yeah, great game. Anyway, tomorrow, yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow. So we'll continue from here. There's obviously some quests to complete, money to get, new items to find, and we have to continue the main storyline. So again, thank you for watching. Do check out the links in the description. There's a lot of really cool stuff down there, so go and have a look. I am adding more, by the way. So like these, there's like shops, they get updated, and my music project also gets a few updates every now and then. So go and have a look at all of that. And I will catch you very soon. So take care, stay safe, good night. And Otaku Up signing off. Peace. All right. Well, that was something. Okay. I'm just gonna check one thing. I said I was gonna check yesterday, but I forgot. So the voice actors, they sound very familiar. Like, I don't know, it could be just my imagination, but they do sound very familiar. I wonder if they're like famous or something. They should be listed here somewhere. Are they not? Hmm. Strange. I can't see it at the moment, but just give me a sec here. Hmm. That is really weird, actually. On IMDb, I know it's not really for video games, but the rating is only 6.1 out of 10. Who the hell rated this thing? Like, are they out of their minds or something? How do you rate this so low? I don't get it. I'm gonna give it a high score. Bump that rating up a little bit. Maybe there's like another way to get it. Hold on here. Hmm. But that's the same thing. Rocket of Whispers 8.2, but only from 5 people. And that's important. The number of reviewers is very important. Those 5 people could be like people from the company. I mean, IMDb has no rules about that shit. So, yeah. They don't have any information here, but let me try to dig up more. Let me see. Maybe Wikipedia has something on it, although I doubt it, to be honest with you. Let's go for the heart of that. All right, so let's have a look here. Nope, the Wikipedia doesn't have anything at all. English cast. But that's not what I want. Hmm. Let me see here. Nope. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. This is so weird, though. Hmm. Ah, hold on a second. I think I found something here, but I'm not sure if this is correct. Huh. Okay. Okay. Well, let's have a look at this one first. Okay, at least this is like, okay, all right. This is the same post, though, isn't it? Yeah, this one is the same. Oh, this one is the same as well. Okay, so it says here that for June, it's actually a person called Junta Terashima. Now, I don't know who that is, but I can try to look in the anime database. Maybe because I watch a lot of anime, so if it's somebody from the anime industry, maybe I will recognize some of it. Okay, so let's have a look here. Well, Junta Terashima, I found him. He has no age, but he looks fairly young in this picture anyway. Well, let's see what he worked on. He's doing a lot of, a fair amount of voice work actually in the anime business. If that's the same guy, that is. But it probably is, though. So is there anything I watched, though? That's the question. So he was in Spy X Family, but I didn't watch that one. Let's see here. But that's a pretty famous one. Ooh, okay. He was in Shiguang Dailiren, which is called Link Click in English. I think that's a pretty good anime, by the way. He played Chen Xiao. Was that? Isn't that the main? I don't remember who that character is. The supporting character. Okay, but I didn't watch it in Japanese, so I don't know. I watched it in English, I think. All right. Anything else that I recognize here? Let me see. No. Hmm. I think that's it. Okay. So he's like somewhat famous, I guess, but not like nothing I recognize. And let's check the voice for Ada. So this is a woman called Ikumi Hasegawa. Okay. All right, let's have a look here. Well, there seems to be one here, so it's probably that one. What is that? Oh, it's like her agency is listed here. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna assume it's her. I mean, it could be like just the same name, but I don't know. They do sound to me like from anime industry, these two. So let's see if anything I recognize here. So she was in Alia, which is kind of like a romance thing. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. I kind of stopped after 3 episodes, I think, or maybe even 2. I'll probably watch like one more, but if it's still the same, I'm just gonna give up on it. It's like a romance thing, but it's not fun. So yeah, wasted potential though. It's kind of an interesting idea, but not for me. Let me see what else we got here. Bocchi the Rock, second season. Well, that's not aired yet. She plays a character, Kita Ikuyo. I don't remember exactly who that is though. But apparently it's like a main character. I don't know. I did watch the first season, but I only remember Bocchi. So, yeah, I know there were two other people there. Where's the prequel? There we go. Da. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of the main girls in it. So okay, fine. All right. What else we got here? Dr. Stone. It's like a fairly popular one as well. I didn't watch it though, but I did hear about it at least. What else we got here? Let me see here. She does a lot of work actually. Damn, it's just like keeps going on and on. Oshi no Ko, second season, but only like a supporting character in that one. For me, like I didn't really like the first season actually. So yeah, then we got Bocchi the Rock. That one was pretty good though. I did like I enjoyed it overall. Wow, it's crazy. Like the amount of credits she has, like just in 2024 alone, it's mad. Okay, I don't know any of these though. She was in Freeren as well as a supporting character called Ubel. I again very popular one, popular series. I did not watch it, so I don't know, but I obviously heard about it. She was in Gundam, the witch from Mercury. She voiced Jeturk Ghoul, who is actually a guy, which is interesting. But it happens sometimes in Japanese anime. It's not uncommon that a woman voices a man. He was like a supporting character, but yeah, I do remember that a little bit. I didn't know it was her though. Buddy Daddies, okay, but that's like wait. Hmm. Not sure about that one. Seems like a side story. Oh yeah, the main one also the same character, but just a supporting character though. It was alright though. Buddy Daddy's pretty funny. Pretty funny one. What else we got here? There's a lot here. Compared to the guy, this woman is like non-stop working on something. Oh, okay. So she was in 86 and she voiced Vladilena. Okay, I didn't know that one actually. That's interesting. That is interesting. 86 was pretty good. I do recommend it. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, yeah, it sounds like her indeed. Yeah. Apparently, there's going to be like a sequel to it. I mean, I've read about it, but I don't know how true it is. All right, what else we got here? She was in Fruits Basket as well. Looks like again voicing a male character. I didn't like Fruits Basket though. I found it pretty boring. I know that some people really like it, but I'm like, okay, what's the big deal about it? I don't get it. Let's go down the list. No, I don't know these. Oh, that's the end actually. Fate Grand Order. Well, I did watch a couple of Fates. There's so many of them. I don't know which one I watched. Not that one. So, yeah. So I was right actually. Yeah. So those two are working as voice actors in Japan. And the woman has a lot more experience than the man, for sure. But anyway, yeah, so I was right. I was correct. All right, guys. Well, that was a bit of trivia there. All right, thanks for watching. I'll probably be back tomorrow, like I said. So, yeah, take care, stay safe, and Otaku up signing off. Peace.